Can you see me? You good?
I can't see you.
Now you
Hi,
can.
I can see
There
you.
we,
How
there
are
we
you?
go. I left my whiskey upstairs. I left my whiskey.
Go get it.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I can't complain. Trying to fight in this crazy market. How about you? How's y'all market? You're in Texas, right? Okay.
I made $3 million today.
Woo!
No fight. Ain't no fight over here.
Well, we definitely gonna talk about that. We got to talk about them secrets if you could share some of them, because it's down here. It's rough. We down here cursing agents out. Agents cursing. You know, buyers is cursing us out. Sellers is like, I want more money. Like, hey, I got what you asked for. Now you want more money.
Right. You're in Philly, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Say it again.
Not on my team. Let's talk about that.
Whoa, whoa. So all right, well, look, we can talk about all of it. We can talk about all of it. For those of you who don't know, this is Miss Benicia, Texas license. You're a broker or a realtor?
I have a broker's license, but I practice just as a straight broker's associate.
Okay, and also an investor, right?
An investor. I'm a real estate developer. I'm a
I'm sorry,
customer.
and I messed up. I'm sorry. Top producing agent, top producing. But but definitely go ahead, just introduce yourself and let the people know, for those who don't know, a little bit about you.
Sure. My name is Benicia Watson, and I run a real estate company called the Bailey Watson Real Estate Group. And I have about 120 agents that work directly for me, based in Dallas, Texas. 2020, we closed out the year with over 99 million in transactional sales. Right now, I have about 2.5 billion dollars in commercial underwriting that will close soon. I make about 1% of that. Those are all my own deals. Um, and we are in many locations across the United States. Like I said, based in Dallas, Texas, but I have agents that work for me in Houston, Austin, Atlanta, Georgia, LA, Sacramento, San Francisco, um, New York, New Jersey. I have Virginia coming. I got Maryland coming.
Okay.
Colorado, a bunch of places all over the United States.
You global, definitely. You global.
Yeah, I actually practice international. My company, we're in South Africa, France, a bunch of other places all over the United States, all over the world, actually.
Well, definitely salute. That's definitely major. But so what got you into real estate? Like why real estate for you?
Yeah. So I think it kind of dates back to when I was a little kid growing up in LA. My mom just wanted to keep me out of trouble. So she would take us on the weekends to like look at model homes. And I think that kind of like sparked that fuel. And I always had an interest in designing and just wanting to know what was on the other side of a door when I opened it, right?
Okay.
And fast forward, when I was like 19 years old, I purchased my first property. It was an investment property. I lived in it. It was a 2 bedroom, 1 bath in California. And when I bought that property, I held it for like 2 years and then I flipped it. I sold it for like one. And so, with that being said, then I got another property and then it just continued. And the way that I did it is I just leveraged my credit. I just had good credit and I had income. And so I was just a buyer, just a regular consumer buying properties. Eventually, I owned about 17 properties because what I used to do is I used to buy it and hold it. And my job that I was working for, they would transfer me all over the United States. And when I got transferred, essentially, I would hold the property, but I would rent it out. And then
Right.
I landlord and didn't even realize it. I was like young being a landlord. And I just started scaling up and that the rest was history. So that's how my process being an investor started.
Okay. So you were more so like your best client when you first started out.
I was my best and only client.
So I mean, how'd that transition go from, because I heard you say, hey, you're also doing commercial development.
I do commercial development, yeah. Yep, I dabble in everything.
Okay. So how'd that come about from going, I guess all the other properties were single family, multifamily, and then the
No multifamily. And so what happened was
Can y'all hear Benicia? Can y'all hear? Can you hear me?
I
There
can
you
hear you.
go. All right, now you're back.
So I was just a landlord buying and holding and flipping properties. And then fast forward, I moved to Dallas, Texas. And I'm not from here, I'm from LA.
Okay.
And decided, well, actually I didn't really decide, but there's a story behind it. I prayed about it and I asked God to lead me and guide me and show me where he wanted me to be, because I was working in this job and I was chasing this promotion and I wasn't sure. I don't think they can hear me.
They should be able to hear you now. I can hear you.
Okay. I was chasing this promotion in this job and I wasn't getting what I wanted out of that job, even though I had excelled and did everything that I can do. And for some reason, when I got to Dallas, I wasn't getting to my next step. And so what I started to do was I started asking God, am I supposed to be chasing this career path?
Okay.
Because I felt like somebody had their hand on my head like this.
Right.
And after I started praying for like 8 months, I asked God to give me strength, lead me, guide me, show me. And the door opened up. He spoke to me. He said, get a real estate license is what happened after praying. And the door opened up for me once I got that license, and the rest was history. Like, I can't explain any of this stuff.
No, so can you talk about though that the job, I take it, like you said, it was paying you, but it wasn't getting you to where you wanted to go. So like that frustration and like just being able to take that step back, like you said, to rely on your faith to
Yeah.
say, hey, guide me, don't let me like keep fighting it kind of thing. Like, so what do you have like for the people that's struggling, like trying to get out of that box kind of thing?
So the job that I had was a very good job. It was very lucrative. It paid me over almost $300,000 a year. Very, very lucrative job. And I could have stayed there and just worked, but I always wanted to be more. Like if I was going to, be a sweeper, I was going to be the best sweeper. Everything that I did, I was going to be the best. Right. So essentially when you're the best, you strive for promotions.
Right.
And I don't know. I just needed strength because I was like, I checked all the boxes. I did everything that I needed to do. No, I don't work for anybody, K or West. Yeah, I work for myself. But I was doing everything that I needed to do and I just wasn't getting it. And God was trying to tell me that I needed to be somewhere else. And he spoke to me and he said, get a real estate license. So I got my license. And then once I got my license, my first year in the business, I sold over 200 houses.
Woo.
Most real estate only sell 8, right? And so I didn't know that I was selling more than the average real estate agent because I didn't know Dallas.
You just was grinding.
I was just grinding and being me. And I only came to Dallas for this job. And the whole thing was I was only supposed to be in Dallas for like a year. And so once I ended up getting a license or whatever, sold that many houses, 200 houses the first year. The second year
As a single agent, like just solo?
And then my second year I did over 350.
Ooh.
What happened was people started like following me, like on social media. Really on. So what happened was I started opening up my Facebook because I didn't know people. I was just making it more public. I was posting. I would add more people that I didn't know, and people would be like, "What are you doing to sell so many houses?" And I just started mentoring agents, like giving them the game.
Right.
It was just natural. I wasn't selling anything. It was like what I told them.
Wait, so now do you sell your mentorship or do you have a class?
No, I don't have a class. I give my game for free. God blessed me with something, and he spoke to me. He told me to do something, and the doors open, and I don't charge people for it. But
Okay.
So bottom line is, I started mentoring people, and then people were like, "You should start your own company. You need to have a team, this and that and the other." And I was like, I wasn't really thinking about no team. I was just selling real estate. Like I just was doing what I'm gonna be. Put me in any situation. I'm a get set. And so by the time I got to like 2.5 years, I made a decision. I was like, I'm gonna start my own company, and I started the Bailey Watson Real Estate Group.
So how long have you been in the business?
At that time, 2 years.
But since then to now?
5 years.
Okay. And you said 1 year 200, the next year 300.
3.
Woo. What you cut out? Say it one more time.
Transactional sales, not no bullshit. Straight up.
I
Straight
love it. I
hustle.
love
Hustle and heart. That's what it was. Do you see my shirt?
it. Marathon continues.
That's my life. Period.
Okay.
Started my group. I started my own team. I had like 10 people join my team the first month that I really started. Because there, even people like my clients were like, you should start your own company. And they were like, I'll pay for the building. And I didn't really want to do that because, first of all, I'm not from Texas and I don't know how they move. So I don't want nobody giving me nothing. I don't, I only been here for a couple. So I just did it on my own. And so when I started the team, by the time 6 months, Black Enterprise recognized me as top entrepreneur in the United States. They picked me one of 5.
Salute, salute, salute.
So if you pick me, you pick my team. So I don't move I'm not an individual. I'm representing my whole company, whether they sell the real estate or not. We are units, so everybody get a ring. So I flew up to San Francisco and sat on the panel with like Angela Yee, Akon, a bunch of people that didn't have nothing to do with real estate. They were talking about cryptocurrency and fashion, and I was the only real estate person in the room, which enabled me to work the room at Black Enterprise, which was great. So that was at 6 months, and then within a year, my team grew. I had about within a year I was in 12 locations across the United States.
Okay.
And that's how I scaled from Dallas to Houston to Atlanta to LA.
Jersey, Maryland. So can we talk about how'd you even have that breakthrough to say, hey, I can share? So I feel like now is the cool thing to say collaboration over competition. But at the same token, you still want to protect yourself and get yours. So it's like, how'd you get over, or how'd you even just be comfortable enough to say, hey, I can share this. Everybody eats, I eat, we all eat kind of thing.
First of all, you can't get what I have and I can't have what you have. We have our own lanes. There's no competition. When you wake up every day, you're the only competition. You wake up, you go to bed by yourself, you wake up with your own skin, right? I don't know nothing else that's going on unless I tap into it. So that shouldn't even hinder my path, number one. But most importantly, if you think about it, you live in Philadelphia, right?
Right.
Neighborhoods you got in Philadelphia, how many subdivisions?
It's a lot of them. So I'm gonna just say the ones like immediate. Just say 5.
Okay, so if you got 5 subdivisions in your immediate area, right? Let's just say the whole scale of Philadelphia, because I used to live in Philly. How many? It's a whole bunch of houses in Philly. You got Upper Darby. You got all kind of places all over Philadelphia. You don't just have that one little city, right? How many real estate have in Philly?
Thousands.
How many? You a realtor? You should know this. Come on, bro.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I keep my head down.
Okay, let's just say there's 40,000 licensed realtors in the metroplex of Philadelphia.
Okay.
40,000. You got more than 40,000 houses out there, right?
Right.
You got about 4 million houses out there. It's not enough. The point is, even if you have 400,000 houses, it's not enough realtors to knock on every door.
Right.
So how can there be any competition? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
1,000 realtors, and you got 400,000 doors. How the fuck all these people gonna get at 4? Street at the same time. By the time I get over here, you trying to run behind me.
Right.
So I can never be in your lane. I can never be at your door. I can never be with your client. I can never take what you have. It's not.
It's more. Say it again.
It's not enough of us. It's more land out here. It's more dirt. Not only do you have residential, but you got every Chick-fil-A, every Wawa, every Dunkin' Donuts on every corner. You got every grocery store. It's not enough real estate. I mean, it's not enough realtors to
cover all that ground.
Every parking lot you park in is real estate.
Right.
All of that. It's not enough. So therefore, there's not enough. There's no competition. There's no. If I share with you, it's not like it's going to impact or impede what I have. It's a mind.
So I like that. So that's somewhat of my approach. You just say it a lot nicer too. Because, so like I have a team here. It was a team of 5 of us. And, we did pretty well last year. And even like these last 3 months, we've been the top producing team in our office. But you know, like you said, the challenge is trying to get people to tie in or believe in that vision. Like, yo, I can't do, like you said, I can't do Upper Darby and do West Philly. So it's
Right.
like, oh, you bring what you bring, I bring what I bring, and we figure it out together.
Right.
But you know, again, it's that I don't, like you said, that mindset of like being open minded to collaborate. So you know, but that's why I'm saying salute to you, because it's like, yo, if you got your territory plus these other territories that's global, is like, yo, that's amazing.
My thing is, okay, and you thinking of territories, don't none of this belong to us. It's free game. Unless they sign something with you. If I'm sleeping, you might come in there.
Right, right,
Hey,
right.
who
Nah, that
shows up more?
got you. Well, that's good to hear. So that's why it's good to hear stories like this, because it's like, yo, if we all start thinking like that, like you said, it'll be more of us at those Black Enterprise events, you know.
Exactly.
And then you be like, yo, good to see you got it this year. No, now I got it next year. You know, we just keep going back and forth with it.
As long as one of us gets in the room, we
Right.
all get
There you go. And then being comfortable in your own skin to let like your folks go ahead and get on.
right. The more we share, the more of us that can get in the room. That's why I love Clubhouse. It's a free app that empowers everybody. As long as you tapping in, we could all get there. I really want to help everybody, but how can I get to you? How can I get your ear? It's like
Right.
if we in at the same time, get in the same room, and
Oh, you cut back out again.
it empowers everybody.
Okay. And when is your next clubhouse event? You got any clubhouses coming up?
I do have a room. It's called the Society. I've only had one room, but I'm on there all the time. I'm in there several times a day, all day long. Not kind of low key today, but most days I'm in there.
Okay, okay. And then so with your agent business, and so you got the agent business, the investment business, and you know, like you said, you've been growing it. So in regards to like going from the residential side, now you're doing these bigger deals, commercial. You said commercial, right? So are you doing like mixed use buildings with the commercial units on the bottom, or when you say commercial, you're doing like large apartment buildings?
I do everything. My highest commercial deal right now is that I'm closing is 19.5. That's on the table.
Ooh.
That's just dirt. Once we get the building and the structure on there, I'll sell every unit. There's 4 apartments on one land, which is like 6 acres.
Mm-hmm.
100. There's 10 floors, 10 units per floor. 10 floors, so it's 200 units per building. That's 800 units that exclusively belong to me to sell. I do stuff like that. That'll make me $1 billion. Just doing that because I proctored the loan. I got an origination fee. I help with the dirt, get their development process going, and
Mm-hmm.
then once they build on it, I got the exclusive rights to list it. That's just one.
I feel like there's so many questions I want to ask, but can I ask them here, or do I need to set up a one-on-one session? Because
Oh, we live. Let's go.
all right, so deals like that, like trying to broker them deals to get into them kind of rooms. Like you said, you came from California, now you in Texas, and you killing it. So it's like, can you talk about just the networking piece and just how to be able to maneuver to get those relationships?
You know what? I think I'm a master at getting in the room. I will say that. I've been like that my whole life. Like, I don't care who I was working for. If it was my boss and the door was open, I'd go in there and dig in the candy bowl. I was never scared to talk to anybody because you're a human just like me. Just because they're a different
Right.
shade, classification, you think we're all the same. So, like, if you could be getting in the room, that'll eliminate all the rest of the nonsense. All that scared and being around people and not knowing what to say or do. Just be yourself. If they don't want to fuck with you, they don't want to fuck with you. It's okay. You can't buy
Mhm.
it. Everybody's not gonna buy into you. Everybody's not gonna win, what you're selling. So
Everybody's not tribe, right?
they're not. So it's like, okay, if I knock on your door and you say you're not interested in selling, it's okay. I'll go to the next door. I'm not gonna cry about it. Like if I cry about it, I'm messing up my bag.
Right.
On to the next.
Nah,
If
that's that.
you have to be a secure person. Once you secure, you can walk in any room and dominate.
So I feel all right. So I gotta ask. So is this something that you just had it in you? Like, did you have to go to therapy? Like, did something bad have to happen for you to?
No, it's in you. It's not on you. It gotta be in you. It gotta be in you.
But all right. So even if it's, I'm saying this, I feel like it's in all of us, right? But
It's
even for that person, say it again.
in everybody. We all have the ability. I
Right. But
think.
I'm for that person that they just like I said they struggling. Like, what about the people that are struggling? They hit or miss kind of thing. Like, but they there. They want to get over the hump. Like,
Yeah. I mean, you just have to believe in yourself. It really starts with you. If you can believe that you should be in a particular room, you will get in the room. If you believe that you shouldn't be in that room, you'll never get in that room. It starts in your mind. So you really have to start with yourself and believe in yourself.
you do daily affirmations
I do affirmations all throughout the day.
multiple times throughout the day.
I,
So
I might be driving and say something. I may feel something. I may look at my phone. I got 11:11 all throughout the day. All throughout the day.
and to be a top producing agent, like does your day start at 3 o'clock in the morning, or you get up like 7, 8 o'clock?
Back in the day, yes. Now I can a little bit. I can sleep a little bit. But when
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what, my phone, I'm backed up with calls, so I got to get up. You know, because I have agents on in every zip code. When they in New York and I'm in Dallas, if I'm still sleeping, they up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being who I need to be for them if they need me. So, you know, and then on the West Coast, when I'm ready to go to bed, they still up.
Right.
I need to be able to cater to if the stock market is up in China, I'm up. So I never sleep. I never sleep.
So I do see that you travel a lot. You know, you go on the vacations and stuff. So it's like, how do you balance that? Just balance of keeping your well being centered or full so that you can help all these people.
So I do a lot, and the reason why I travel a lot is because hold on, what I'm doing is I'm recharging. Sorry, I'm recharging myself when I travel. So I do a lot. I have a lot. I have high energy. I'm moving around. I'm helping everybody. But like on Saturday, I'm going to New Orleans. I got business, but I'll turn it into a little bit of pleasure. You know, maybe enjoy a drink or see the sights or whatever. But yeah, you have to have that balance for sure.
Okay. Oh, it's like I said, it's tough because family life, work life, and then like you said, you got all these people. I could imagine like you don't turn the phone off. You said you
And
got two kids, two,
two
boy and a girl, or two boys.
girls
Okay, okay. Are you teaching them real estate as well?
every day.
Okay, that's gonna be dope.
They watch me break ground, break dirt, build houses, work hard, take calls, answer the phones, run a business, be a leader, be a mom. They watch everything.
Mompreneur, mom boss. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So, what do you have coming up this year in regards to like any events or anything that you plan on doing outside of Clubhouse?
Yeah, so actually we're doing a Clubhouse Live. It's March 25th and 26th. It's going to be in Arlington, Texas. If you guys are interested, the link is in my bio. You can buy tickets directly from there. It's going to be myself and a bunch of other influencers from Clubhouse. They're true developers. We have athletes, some basketball, football players. We have brokers, all kind of people on the platform. Commercial,
What was
residential.
that date? What was
March
it?
26th.
That's coming up.
No, it was postponed. It was in February, but we had a big snowstorm, so they canceled it. So they moved it to March.
Okay. And is that in your bio?
It's in my bio. Yep.
Yeah, I'm itching for a good event to go to. I've been trying to like sit still because of COVID and whatnot. How are y'all making out with COVID in Texas?
No mask. They said the mask thing is over. You don't have to wear. But yeah, things are still requiring certain things, and yeah, it's crazy. But I've been traveling since day one. I traveled like I think COVID stopped everything in March, and I was on a plane in like April. I had to close a deal. I had to go to Jackson.
Bag. look, take your vitamins, like you're saying it, you know, do the hand sanitizer stuff and keep it pushing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I haven't gotten it yet, so I've been lucky.
Well, that's a blessing. I had it last year. It put me down for a couple weeks.
Oh,
Um, I'm still here. I'm still here. So I'm appreciative. I'm still here. So what we got to do to get you connected in Philly? Like what? So you don't have anybody in Philly right now.
I got you in Philly.
So that's what. So how would that conversation go with me and you? How would this work?
Okay, yeah. So you already run a team, right?
Yes,
You're with a broker or you your own broker?
I'm with a broker.
Okay. What you could do is you could bring your whole team over to my company and you can elevate your platform and just run it like that. And my company allows you to have one franchise brokerage. So essentially, you can add agents from surrounding cities that are not just in Philly. So you can scale your brand and your business and grow and empower other people under your brand.
Do I need? Do I need to? I don't need to take the broker's test, do I?
You're in Philadelphia, so you will remain where you are. If you add another agent that's like in New York, they have a New York license.
Okay. And then we just keep branching the arms out.
Branch your arms out like a
I like
big, but it
and
has
say it again.
but it has your name on it.
Okay. I like that too. I'm not mad, but I like that. I like that.
Because
Um,
you have a team, you don't want to lose your brand.
this is
Right?
true, but I mean, you know, I'm flexible. Like, you know, they still know who we are.
Yeah.
In regards to the training, like what kind of training would you be able to offer for like us agents trying to get to your level?
Yeah. So I do mentorship, direct mentorship. And if you had your own team, obviously you'll be responsible for training your team. I wouldn't train you because you're already being responsible enough. You already have a leg in your brokerage. You would just be empowering your agents
Right.
and empowering yourself at the same time versus working for some random company
Okay.
and making them money and using their brand and telling them that you work for this. No, we work for myself. Here's my card. Boom.
I like that.
Everything's online. So what it is it's more of a disruptive technology. I practice under the EXP Realty model. Basically, the training all online. Everything is done electronically. There's no phone communication. All your communication is where we need to be, especially during coronavirus, which is technology driven.
Right. Yep.
We're not it's impossible because the real estate is on the streets.
Right. One of my good friends is with EXP. He be sending me stuff, talking to me about it. He's down either Virginia or North Carolina.
Yeah, all over the world.
That's what he tells me all the time. That's what he tells me all the time. So all right, well we definitely offline. We'll have to set that conversation up so we could dive deep. So in regards to like now, like you said, like with these deals you're doing, like what would you say you see yourself doing in like the next 3 to 5 years in regards to investment wise?
Well, I'll develop more homes. I'm doing one right now. I got a lot that I'm looking. Well, I got an offer on a lot right now. I'll put $1.2 million house on it. It's $650 to build. So I see myself still continuing to do that, making an impact in the community, being a Black developer, a Black builder, a female leader in commercial real estate. Obviously, continuing to lead in residential. I've created at least 4 brokers that were real estate agents, and then they became brokers. So just continuing to empower people and giving back as much as I can. I
Okay.
think I'll always sell real estate though. I enjoy it.
So that'd be what you do no matter what. It's just a matter like you could turn it up some more or tone it back to get your rest and chill per se.
Yeah, I think I'll always it'll be an option for me to say, hey, I can write a contract. It's easy. I can do that in my yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to train my VA so he could do it. So like, yo, let me just work on the deals but you do the paperwork part. Trying to get that paperwork stuff off my books.
Dirty. I like to be in the trenches,
Right. In the house in the trenches, like in the building's construction, but not the paperwork part. I don't want the paperwork part.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no paperwork part. That's the part that drives me crazy.
Right.
Give me all the other stuff.
I feel you.
But so right now in Texas, I guess, like, is your market a seller's market like it is where we're like in PA?
Yeah, actually, I just posted online. I have access to a development, right? And I said, if I have 80 lots and I build on them, would you buy it? Because I want to pre-sell them before I even dirt. And so I got a whole bunch of people responding to my Facebook post, but it's a hot market, and we're up probably about $100,000 during coronavirus.
Yeah, it's tough right now. Like I'm telling my like that's why I said like yo clients is getting mad at me, and it's like I want to help you, but I need you to prepare yourself. Like if it's $200,000 house, don't offer 180. Don't ask for no seller assist. Like
Those
and
days,
you you posted the other day on your Instagram. I think it was like it was either 800,000 or $8 million deal. Somebody was paying all cash for.
yeah, I had one for 800. I did one for 6.9, and I think I did another one for 2.8.
Woo! Well, you just keep your calculator ready for all those numbers all the time.
I don't even count my money until I close. Like, I don't count nothing until it's closed at all. I don't bank on it, but I know it's gonna close because I know my buyers are solid.
Okay, so that is the tough part about our business. We'd be like, yo, I got these. I just literally had a deal terminate today because of the home inspection. Like, yeah, but I had this stuff lined up, and you'd be like, and especially those deals that you talking about. Like, I already know in my mind I'd have had some of that money already spent.
Right.
So it's like, yo, like, all right, slow down. Don't jump out the window. Don't do that.
Now, I did say with the $3 million I made today, I'm gonna buy a jet. I did say that.
Wait, buy the whole? You talking about like a jet, like the whole jet?
I'm gonna buy a jet.
Woo!
I'm always on the airplane, so
You might as well. I love it. Are you gonna rent it out when you're not using it?
I don't know. I got a boat and I don't rent that out. I got one in DC and I got one in here in Dallas, and I don't rent it. Well, the one in DC, somebody drives it around, but I don't really rent it out. Very rare. And
So, wait, say it again.
I said now it's cold, so it really don't make a difference. But
Right.
I don't know about renting stuff. I don't want nobody tearing my stuff up.
Got you. So what about that kid that's like don't know what they want to do or not necessarily sure about believing like you just said like, and I'm saying I'm loving it like I'm gonna buy a jet, no rat. I didn't already bought the boat. I didn't did that. I didn't did a couple other things. So it's like to go from like especially somebody that just they like that sound foreign to me, like I can't believe it, like just having that vision to say you can do these things. Like, can you talk to that person?
You know what? Network is your network. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, and I guarantee your life will change. That's what I tell people. They got to get out. They got to step outside of that normal spectrum of get into other rooms. Go to places that you wouldn't normally go. Go to like an engineers conference. Go to like, I don't know, something that you just would never do. And
Right.
then you'll learn more things. Like the more you travel, the more that you'll see that where you at is just one dot in this big world. And I think that from the fact that I've been around the world, I think that's helped my perspective with people, because obviously we all want the same thing, which is to smile and be happy. And
Right.
it doesn't matter what language you speak. So it's like once you learn that there's other sides to things, but in the end we all want the same thing, it eliminates all that stress. You can get out of survival mode when you start empowering yourself around better people, because when you're in survival mode, the only thing you want to do is eat, right? So you'll hit it off the head to get food. You'll do anything. But then once you get out of that mode and you're starting to say, okay, there's levels to this, then you get more comfortable, and that all that stuff starts going away, all that stress starts going away. And then you can see life for what it really is. And it really is here to you for you to enjoy it. So, once you get around the right circles, your life will start to change. The sun will look different. It's shining right now, but it'll look a lot different.
Right. She said, you think it's shining. Wait till you cross to that next level. It's going to be shining. No, that was heavy right there. That was heavy. So I got an engineer conference or just some other conference that I might not normally go to, non-real estate related.
Non-real estate.
Make some new friends and just see what other people are doing in the world.
That's right. If you in a room with a bunch of realtors, what y'all talking about? I want to be in a room where the realtors aren't. That's where I get my 200 deals at.
Mm.
We all take each other. That don't make sense to me.
Talking about, well, how much your brokerage charge for commissions?
You said, all right.
No, that's how they be. They talk, well, what's your brokerage charge? You know, you sell a house this week. How many you sell this week? But can you talk about, like you said, the 200 deals are just being able to get that many transactions complete? Would you say that's coming from the agents, or is that, you know, coming from you doing as much networking like you said?
I mean, buy you before they buy what you're selling. So you are the brand. You.
So should I be doing Facebook ads, or should I just be, you know, just making sure I'm in front of as many people as I can?
Both.
Okay.
It comes to marketing and branding and people remembering you. Why do you think we call Coca-Cola the #1 soda? When we think of a brown soda, we think of Coca-Cola. When we think of a light colored soda, we think of Sprite, even though there's 7-Up and all kind of other stuff that exists.
Right.
Pepsi is good, but people always say Coke. I don't care where you at. And the reason why is because they put Coke in front of us. They
Right.
put it in front of us. So you need to get in front of the people who have the potential to become consumers, whether they buy it or not, because you're programming them to remember who you are and to know that you're available and that
So,
you take Coke. Because I'm going to be the best. You know what I'm saying?
right. Now, it's funny you say that. So you really just gave me a little, not a little, but a lot of comfort. I was literally going over this contract I'm getting ready to pay for a billboard here in Philadelphia. And like you just said, good, bad, or indifferent, I might as well do it because, you know, people are going to see it.
Right. You know what? As far as billboards are concerned, it may not give you the return that you're looking for immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that flasher. Every time they see you, every time they pass it, whether they call you or not.
But like you said, it's in their mind because they ride by it every day, and eventually something might trigger, they might call.
Exactly.
Okay.
If they pass the information on to somebody else. And that's really what it's all about. Marketing is not about getting all the business immediately.
You got to put it out there. Normally 3 to 6 months is when it comes back.
It could be a year. I have people call me a year later. I have someone call me years ago. I sold her a house 4 or 5 years ago. When I first got my license, I was brand new. She hit me up. Hey, can you help my mom? That was a long time ago.
Right.
So it's not about immediate. It's about this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know what I'm saying? This business is not a sprint. You're gonna have to do things now that's gonna set you up for later, and that's just in life with everything.
Right, which is why the investments are great because like these buildings you talking about doing, they gonna pay for the next 5 years, college, and then some.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I definitely look. You gave heavy gems tonight, so I definitely appreciate you. Don't forget, for those of you guys who are interested in getting this live in person, March 26th to the 27th. The link is in your bio, correct?
Correct.
And then any other events you think you're going to be rolling out for this year?
I don't know. I know there's another one in Dallas. I'm not on it, but there's one right before mine's on Tuesday, the 23rd, that a lot of my friends are going to be on. They're going to be talking about wholesaling, investing, real estate, all that good stuff. It's a whole nother group of people. I think it's like 12 of them. But
Okay.
they'll be in a hotel in Dallas, and then ours is, so they're on Tuesday and ours is on Thursday.
All right, that's dope. We're lining up our event in Philadelphia to go ahead and break this COVID break that we've been having on May 29th. So that's not in my bio yet, but it will be, and we're gonna have some heavy hitters on the panel for May 29th. Say it again. You cut out. Say it one more time.
How come I'm not on the panel?
you are more than welcome to be on the panel. I mean, look, you know I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not, I will send you the details when this is over. May 29th, get you in Philly?
I love Philly. I used to live there back in the day.
Okay.
I have.
What part?
I lived in Gaydon.
So that's the messed up. That's not messed up, but that's the crazy thing. So most people don't know a Yaden and an Upper Darby when you talk about Philly. So when you said it earlier, I wanted to ask, like, how do you know about Upper Darby?
I know a little bit.
You know about that county life. You know about that county life, huh?
A little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, we could use this as an excuse to get you back to Philly. Where the event's going to be in Delaware. You familiar with Delaware?
I used to be a flight attendant.
Oh, okay. Well, so it makes sense for being in Yaden because it's 10 minutes from the airport.
Exactly.
And then Delaware is 20 minutes from there. So we got you. We got you. Look, I'm gonna send it to you. We gonna lock this in.
Let's go. What's
Say it again.
the weather like?
In the May we should be good. It's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm.
Yeah, May is
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's allergy season around May. So just to give you a heads up.
I was in Maryland, so
Okay.
pollen and stuff.
Well, let me know too. My folks is also in Maryland.
Okay, cool.
My folks is in Maryland, so he know all the good food spots. Like he's born and raised in Maryland, so and he also is a licensed agent. He's been doing deals in Maryland with the investors from like New York, and I forget where else they're at, but majority of them are from New York. They go down there and buy like 10, 20, 30 houses at a time, do rehabs, rent them out Section 8, and then sell them to overseas investors as a package.
Okay, so your cousin is in real estate, and you're in real estate in Philly. So does your cousin have his own company?
He does not.
And so he works for a broker too.
Correct.
Y'all could be under the same structure if you follow my guideline and my information. I'm telling you, you could become bigger and better than what you are now.
This is EXP.
The EXP model, yes.
Okay.
I can put you up on it.
So we got one. So we got two meetings. So we got my event in May, and then we got the brokerage meeting that we need to talk about in the branding.
We need to talk about that sooner than later.
I'm gonna have my people call your people.
Okay. Got my people.
We gonna make it work. We'll make it work. Somebody said I'm putting it on my Make sure you put all these events on your calendar, and then when did you say your next clubhouse is? Like just your clubhouse, not the live one.
I get in the car.
So a clubhouse coming up in the next 10 minutes, guys. So make sure you guys follow or tune in. I'm sure the room will be good. I'm sure the room will be good. Is there anything else you want to leave the people with before we end this?
I just want to tell people that you can do it. Don't let nobody talk you out of your vision and your goals and your dreams. And other people's limits are not your limits. And go for everything that you want to go for.
I love it. I love it. And where can people find you for those new people who may not be following you on social media?
So Instagram is at Benicia, B as in boy, ENAI, S as in Sam, HA __.
Nice. And are they able to book like consultations with you if anybody has any like questions like they really want to deep dive?
Yeah, if you want to have a conversation, just DM. I respond to all my DMs. Just DM me.
Okay. And that is true. Like I listened to you in the clubhouse once. I DM'd you from hearing you in the clubhouse and you responded like 24 hours later. So I definitely appreciate you. And then we made this happen. So I'm looking forward more networking and making it happen with you.
I appreciate you even having me on your platform today.
Well, look, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Something we like to do, to keep sharing this kind of information and motivation with people, as you never know what somebody is going through. So, definitely appreciate you.
Hope I inspired somebody today.
Oh, no, I can tell by the comments you inspired people. I can tell. I don't know if you can see them, but they're going crazy in the comments.
Is this recorded?
Well, it will be recorded, yes, once I save it.
Okay, cool.
So I'll have like a highlight clip from this, and I'll make sure I send it to you.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, definitely appreciate it. Appreciate you as always. Wishing you nothing but success for the rest of this year, health and wealth. And that jet. Salute. Congrats on that jet in advance. Congrats.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good one. Don't forget, guys, next week we'll be right back here, 8 p.m. We got a good lineup coming up in, what is this, March, April as well coming up. So don't forget, stay tuned. The link in my bio for all our upcoming events and boot camps. Benicia, you have a great night. Drive safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.